Now let me clear my glasses. Hey, I hope you don't mind. Let me clear my glasses. What's happening? What's happening? Good people, how y'all doing out there? Y'all know who it is. It's me, your homegirl, Ladosha, Wright, aka Key Lolo, coming to you live and direct from my office here at the Rivers Design Team Hair Salon. And y'all know who that is right there. That's right. It's the one and only Cheryl Morrow. The hair oracle is in the house and we are excited. What's up, LaWanda? LaWanda, you be down like, she like in it, like, where y'all at? I don't see y'all. Kilolo. Cheryl, Oracle, where y'all at? We are right here. We are excited. I think this is our 78th. Is it 77 or 78? Okay, it's 77?
78,
okay.
I thought.
Okay, 78th episode of the dumbest that people say about Black hair. And tonight is going to be a very interesting podcast because we're going to be talking about alcohol. Now, I did do a little video, so I brought all my favorite. Y'all know, I got some alcohol in here too. What's up, Danny? How you doing? Look, Danny, I knew you was coming, so I called my hair today. I got my Africa. Check that out, Danny. Got the little, Africa on. So nice to see you in the chat. So, let's play some Sister, Let Me Do Your Hair, because last week I was so excited after that Ball State situation. So let's play some of Rachel Evans' Sister, Let Me Do Your Hair, as we wait for some Afro Hair Science family to come into the chat. Are you ready, Cheryl?
I was ready.
She said, let's play that funky music, hairstylist. Play that funky music. They like that mix. Come on in. That's right. Grab your hairspray. Get y'all oil sheen. Come on in. Come on, get y'all fake. Come on in. We got all this alcohol. Wait a minute. Hold on. We got some alcohol. Look at that, Cheryl. We got all kinds of alcohol in this house. What's up? They weren't ready. We got the real alcohol. Check it out.
Oh, love it. Cheers.
It's almost New Year.
I know, right? 23 is almost gone.
It's almost gone. Come on in and let us do your hair. Quit playing around. Come on in. We ain't gonna hurt y'all. And let us do your hair. This is Rachel Evans in the house. Everybody go check her out. Here she is. Hey. Hey. Now, don't forget, you can buy this song right now on Amazon Prime Music by Sister Rachel Evans. Hey. I want to help you. Let me shine the light. Hey, I got some alcohol going now. Very happy if you would let me do your hair. Come on, Sandra, let me do your hair. Oh, shoot, my boss in the chat. Come on, let us do your hair. Quit playing now. Come on in. We got our comb and everything. Come on. And let me do your hair. I just love this song.
I know, it's gorgeous.
Let us do your hair. Quit playing. We ain't gonna hurt y'all. Here go this is the sexy part. I just need a boyfriend to just get in the car. Come on, Danny, come back to Cleveland so we can go for a ride. too, y'all. Ain't it nice, Cheryl?
Beautiful. Lucky.
All right, you guys. Welcome to our 78th episode of Dumbest Hoo Hoo Hoo. All right now. All right, the 78th episode of the dumbest that people say about black hair. We have a wonderful topic tonight. It's all about alcohol and hair care products. And we know that alcohol gets a very bad rap. And so I was on YouTube, that's where we scour. YouTube, we scour the internet and get all this information to see, what's being said about what have you and what not and all that other good stuff. And so our goal here is just basically, to be advocates on this side of the podcast for the consumers, because we know the plight of Afro hair. This is why we did the documentary, The Narrative, which, by the way, December the 5th, we're going to have a watch party right here. I just figured out that, I could just play it right here and we can have a party and we could just drop some emojis in the chat and just really have a wonderful good time. It's about 40 minutes or so, a little less than 40 minutes. And I think you guys are going to enjoy it if you haven't watched it. So Cheryl and I would love for you to, join the watch party. If you have, watched it before, I do think it's worth watching again. Tonight, we're going to show some, some snippets of what we were trying to do and all this other good stuff. So that's how it's going down. But let's hop into some current events before we get into our topic. So first things first, if anybody is ready for an overdose of some NE heartbreak, then check this out. Oh, that's right. Las Vegas residency dates starting in late February for New Edition. Ooh. Beware of any heartbreak is gonna get you, for sure. All the way in Vegas. So if you are a New Edition fan, then you are in for a wonderful treat. My customer came in today and she was like, oh my God, oh my goodness, you ain't gonna believe this. New Edition is having a residency, in Las Vegas. I'm like, okay now. So any New Edition fans in the house, then y'all drop that NE and then go ahead and put that heartbreak in the chat. So they're gonna be coming to Vegas. What you think about that, Cheryl?
How many times have you seen New Edition?
1,000, but you just can't get enough. I mean, our parents did the Temptations. The New Edition is like our Temptations, so you can't get enough. New Edition review. It's coming. We're getting of that age now, so New Edition. Come on. I know y'all like. Come on now. Come on, Danny. Come on, boss. What's up? How y'all doing? I know I'm not the only one that don't mind little NE heartbreak. So. Cheryl said we got enough of New Edition.
Well, here I say we have had the luxury of seeing them when they were in their prime, and probably new generations didn't. So I don't want to see them as old men.
I do. I like them all old, and because I'm old and I be getting it. With my little 1-2 step. Y'all should have seen me at the concert, and you forget the words. You know how you get old, and you be like, beware of. Yeah, you start making up stuff. That's how you know you old, when you just be like making up stuff and everything. So, New Edition, we are so proud of you, Danny. That's probably you're in Las Vegas, right? I think, is Danny in Las Vegas or is he in LA?
He's in Las Vegas, I think.
Okay, so Daddy, you're probably gonna end up cutting their hair or something like that. You never know. You probably already cutting their hair. He just ain't gonna tell us. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, because you can't tell everything. You know what I'm saying? So New Edition is coming to Las Vegas. Okay, he is in Vegas. Okay, yeah. So New Edition will be there, and more than likely, you're gonna have to fix some of those haircuts. Because I ain't gonna say Johnny Gill, but oops. Anywho,
Yeah.
now the good thing about those little residencies is that they always have like surprise, performers. So I think they're going to be bringing out some wonderful people onto stage. So I'm kind of excited to have.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. Okay. So I got a little lightweight plug into New Edition. I might have to throw them some Danny Michael Bones while I'm just saying I know some people. You know what they say, Danny? You gotta know somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. You know what I'm saying? So I do. I know some people. So I'm gonna let my people know that let New
Okay.
Edition know to check Danny out. You never know. Like he said, that would be
They may
cool.
need a tight. They may need to be tightened up. Absolutely.
A professional barber, not the hookup. All right, so that's what's happening. Next up on our current events, did you hear about homeboy? This gentleman here, oh wait a minute, hope I did it wrong. Hold on, here we go. This is the guy that Madoff, not Bernie Madoff. These white folks be tripping, man. This is the guy that made off with is that crypto or something, Bitcoin or I don't know. And so he's going to jail, right? And so here was the article that they wrote about his hair. Look at this.
The shearing of Sam Bankman-Fried, the disgraced crypto king on trial for financial fraud, takes the stand, but his hair tells its own story. Oh God!
Now,
Jufro.
I'm gonna be honest. I do not like the shearing. So why would they cut? Y'all know where I'm going with this, right? Y'all like, stop it, Dosha. Yep, I'm finished too. I said I'm finished too. Why when they talk about cutting Afro hair, they gotta shear it? They can't just the cutting of Sam. They gotta shear like he's a damn sheep. Now, am I being a little? Am I being extra? I'll pipe down.
No. You're not being extra because you shear a lamb. You shear lamb's wool. You would not shear him if his shit was straight.
Okay, come on, hair savant. Because everybody waiting on you. You know you can't. Now you have to be you, Luana, with Sandra E. You already down, Sandra E. There's Sheila E.
And let me say this. I don't know if shearing is a reed because they're called shears.
Oh.
Don't we use shears? We don't use scissors. Scissors cut paper. Shears cut hair.
Okay, well, on that note, I stand corrected, but that was not my interpretation. I got all up.
But they made sure they used the proper. See that they just goes to show you that white people can use the right language when they want to.
You skirting on 22s, you know what I'm saying? Ride Rovers, not Hondas. She's skirting. That's not what they
correct.
But
it is the correct term. But they made reference to his hair because it's curly. That it wouldn't have been a big deal. So that just goes to show you curly hair is the big kahuna on the cosmetology scene. Straight hair. Because they would make reference to it.
So here that they can't have cameras in the court. So here was the drawing of
Why
his
not?
new view. Yeah. So that's his new look now. So now his Jufro is turned into El DeBarge.
Did he lose that weight? He lost a lot of weight.
I think he lost a lot of weight, which I would too. If I was going to the joint, I would definitely be losing some weight.
For a very long time.
So that's it. And then also, here's another one. You're going to love it. I sent you this article. So this one, a scientist salon in Paris catered to a neglected trait. Now
that's a very good, interesting use of language.
Come on,
neglected
trait. Ooh.
Now that came from the world, a different content creator, and they called curly hair a trait, not a type.
The curly hair neglected. Okay, it can happen. It can
Yes,
happen.
it's interesting though.
So this is a interesting article. If you have the opportunity now, I know I'm with you, Sandra. You it's pretty much to read the full thing. You have to go to New York Times. Now I'm not a subscriber to New York Times, so I could not read the full article because I'm cheap.
It was sent to me
Uh, you know,
by
but
a
she
colleague. Yeah.
yeah, well, anywho, excuse us hood rats, okay?
Oh,
So if you want to read the full article, you'll have to go into New York Times. But y'all know me, I scoured and scoured and scoured and hit the back door from Paris and found a portion of it. And so, particularly, this article is speaking to this scientist that you see here. She worked for L'Oreal. This is her in the picture. And so she ended up opening up her own salon and she wrote a curriculum for the science of curly hair. Do
now,
tell.
yeah, look at her married name, her hyphenated married name looks African.
Yeah, I think he was from Ethiopia or somewhere like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she met a driver. He was an Uber driver, and so it's a cute little article. But anywho, this is where they're at. So I'm just saying this to say that the Afro hair science, we are definitely on the pulse
Yeah.
of what people are looking for. The science of textured hair, curly hair, Afro hair. This is where it's going. The cosmetology people, education folk, they best to get on board because people are kind of over the whole training thing.
Yeah.
So they're definitely looking for a little bit more. So I just thought that was pretty cool. So anywho, let's hop into the topic of alcohol in hair care products. And alcohol is in a lot of hair care products. It's not when most people think of alcohol in hair
Mm-hmm.
products. Just kind of drop in the chat, humor us for a minute. Which products do you think has the most alcohol? Do you think it's shampoos, hairsprays, or conditioners? So let's see what they say. Which products have the most, they use the most of the alcohol in their products? How many people would say shampoo? How many people would say conditioners? And how many people would say hairsprays? Okay,
Oh.
so let's see what they say. This is an interesting topic. It's all about the danger. So Shanette says, I think hairsprays have the most alcohol. That's what they use alcohol the most. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Now I'm going to see what, let's see what Google says. Okay.
Or the most common cosmetic alcohol that you guys has seen.
Meaning you didn't trick us up.
Which
See.
no, just which one have you guys are used to seeing? Most would say,
So
let's
this is
say,
the second question. Okay. So the first question is okay, we got a little test going on. So the first is which hair care product, all right, um, has uses alcohol the most? Uh, and we said, is it going to be your shampoos? Is it going to be your conditioners? Or is it going to be your hairspray? Oh, Danny said after shave. Okay. Someone said hair gel. Okay. So which one you do they use the most? It's funny. You go in here and they say all the stuff is bad. So what it's looking like is when you look at it on line, it looks like it's saying that yeah, your let's see what's it saying here. Sorry, hold on, wait a minute. My page jumped here. It didn't really. Oh, hold on. Which one you think, Cheryl? Which one has which product uses it the most? Shampoos, conditioners, or hairsprays. And it's looking like shampoos are using alcohol the most.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna say it's probably a tie.
Okay.
Uh, right.
A
Right.
tie. Okay. Yeah, it's looking well. They got shampoo first, probably because people use more shampoos and they use hairspray, but hairsprays definitely come in second. And then Hair Savant says the alcohol that we see the most is cetero. And I was going to say that. I would say I see cetero. I don't know if we're pronouncing it right, but I would type in cetero alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And someone can double check that which one for me. I know somebody's Ladosha. Okay, so I said ceteryl alcohol. Does anybody know what other kind? Now, man, they got some alcohols on here, baby. Alcohol has a anywho. There's a lot of different kinds of alcohols, Cheryl.
Yes, a lot.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, propanol. Okay, I don't know if that's alcohol. Is any word with all on it? Is that alcohol? Anything that's all like ethanol, propanol, cetyl alcohol. Okay, all right. Okay, she's like, not quite sure. All right, so let's hop. Go ahead.
Well, one of the things that I wanted to say to you guys is okay. So I think Hair Savant started it off. Which alcohol you guys used to sing?
I said cetyl. Anybody else want to take a stab at which um, alcohols do you see and are you most familiar with if you
Right,
read the back of hair care products?
right,
Some people
right.
do, some people don't. Um, so far we have cetyl.
Okay,
Okay.
and then
Oh,
why?
Danny says isopropyl.
Okay.
Isopropyl. I
Uh-huh.
don't know what
Okay.
that is.
Mhm.
I do see that one.
Okay. All righty. And so we're all done with the questions.
No, we got one more. Denature. What's up? Our cutie
Hey.
from our Canadian beauty cutie, Judy Niles. She said denatured alcohol. These are some pretty fancy alcohols. But so far, nobody ain't popped no liquor up in the chat. So
Okay.
okay.
And
Lawana says cetyl, Cetyl, cetyl
okay.
or cetyl
Okay.
alcohol. Okay, you guys are good. Come on through. I like y'all. All right. All right. Okay, Cheryl, you got a nice list of
And
what.
let me just say this: if you guys could uh, answer one question for me, and two or three, and has the cosmetology industry or skincare or the natural hair care has put alcohols, of course, for rightly so, on the do not use list or to look out for them. Um, who has who is responsible, I guess, for the cosmetology scare in warning the consumer of alcohols?
So who's pushing the alcohol is bad?
Right, I guess. Yeah.
I would say now this is just for me. I'm going to go into the chat. Let me just hop into it. And I'm going to say I would give it to the hair care magazines because for me,
Oh,
I feel like the hair care magazines, like those Allure, well maybe not hair care, fashion magazines, Allure, um, uh, Vogue, Essence. So to me, I would say the first time I saw it was in a hair care magazine, particularly Allure and Vogue.
mm-hmm.
Hair care fashion magazines, who
Okay.
that black hair is, all that other stuff, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Hair Savant said it's influencer based. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Is that good? Is that
Right.
good? All
This
right.
actually, and before I just go ahead and start, let me just say this. Danny, huh?
We got one crazy fool already. Sandra, can we just get through the let's get in first. Harrison Savant, she done went ham already. Come on. Okay, we're gonna drop an L in the chat for my boss. Come on, we're gonna drop that L right quick.
Oh God.
Get back to normal here.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's interesting that Danny would mention aftershave, and um, and of course, as you go from aftershave, you go from anything that comes that looks like that white rubbing alcohol. Okay, and we usually get the bad rap. Alcohols usually get the bad rap from the skincare world, not the hair care world. Okay. And we think that the skincare world cares about the hair care world and vice versa, vis-a-vis. They don't. They don't have the same interests. They don't have the same formulation. They don't, because of course a skincare girl will worry about what Savant has said, all of the solvent alcohols, the thin alcohols, the family of what we call rubbing alcohols, your liquid alcohols. However, the problem with introducing cosmetologists and wonderful professionals such as yourself, all alcohols are vegan, all of them. So there's no such thing as a bad alcohol.
Oh, you excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay.
And I understand that's the way you guys are taught. I get it. I get it. But there is no such thing as a bad alcohol. All alcohols are either plant based, food based, they're vegan. Now, you're fit. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I know Sandra. She y'all want me to play it? You dropped the bomb on us,
Right.
baby.
Okay. So, sterile, SEA, and CEA. Okay. They are all plant based alcohols, which means the only way you get an alcohol, the all rubbing alcohols are liquid. They're very thin. They're called solvents, but they're just fermented sugar. That's all they are. They're all alcohols are vegan. Now, isn't it strange how
Um,
you just get taught that they are not? They're all natural. Now I understand that the butyl, methyl, propyl, with different carbon chains. Those are getting get into your industrial, and you use them for cleaning surfaces and cleaning cuts and medicinal. But they're medicinal. They're all medicinal. Now, when you get to the hair care world, that's when you're going to start seeing and ISO. And see, when you start using prefixes like ISO just means two.
I feel
It
so.
doesn't mean it just means an additional chain with different molecules. But the denatured um, rubbing ISO, they are they're just all fermented sugars.
I just what you taught me your say.
ISO,
I mean
cosmetic, food,
honestly.
you know what I mean? Industrial, cosmetic, food. But all of them are now, is rubbing alcohol suitable for consumption through your throat? No. But is it suitable for external use? Yes, but they're all vegan. And most of the sterile and CERTYL, all all cosmetic oils. I mean, alcohols, the ones we use in shampoos and conditioners and things. That all of those are vegan because they come from, and you can look. They come from coconut. That's what cetyl means.
What you? Hold on. Hold on. Let me play a clip. I can't take this. Every time I think this, see, y'all, I can't even talk.
Cetyl, what makes cetyl alcohol is just that it's a coconut, but micronized to the point where cetyl alcohol is coconut, flaky, palm. I think it's y'all look. Don't cook it up.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm incorrect.
Let me let you hear what this other person has to say to your point about skin. But here we go, guys. And I'm going to look up the cetyl. Okay, here we go.
So what are fatty alcohols? Well, alcohol come from, or alcohols, they're going to come from plants and animals. So they're going to be fermented, broken down that way, which there are a whole bunch of alcohols. So some people are saying that the alcohols are very beneficial to our hair. They're not. Have got a signal that your skin is dry. So what's going to happen? The sebaceous glands are going to start producing more oil. Your sebaceous glands have got a signal that your skin is dry. So what's going to happen? The sebaceous glands are going to start producing more oil, pumping more oil out of your skin. So now what has happened? You become oily yet again.
What you talking about, Willis?
You see how she switched that? She switched it from skin from hair right before your eyes. Ain't got shit
we be planning this. I'm telling y'all, all of these podcasts are not. Cheryl has no idea of what I'm doing when I'm at home doing this stuff. She doesn't even ask, okay? And so, but her narrative is the one that I've heard throughout my entire career as a cosmetologist, that they come from plants, they definitely come from animal fat. That when they try,
it's called marine life, not animals. Marine life. You have to be specific.
Excuse us. Okay.
No, because you're gonna think.
I'm learning. And that it turns off this oil, this sebaceous gland gets turned off when we put this stuff, and then it makes more oil. And so now you can kind of break that down just a little bit more. So because
but she deceived you, and because she wants to hold on to the narrative that she understands that alcohols are, thank you, Danny, are vegan. She understands it, right? The base, okay? Now, but she switched it, and professionals have to tap her on the shoulder and say, excuse me, you need to make sure that you're correct. And what is skincare is a totally different, okay? Because you're using the solvent alcohols. Hair care uses the fatty alcohols. Those are different. And she switched it right before in her and said, what is going on? Now, you have to also listen to what she said. She says, when you clean your face with alcohol, it don't go inside. She says it signals. And that's my point about the skin not absorbing. She just said it. Oh no, it signals. So she, so now.
But I thought, now you can watch her channel. I would give you her name. I thought what she was saying was that, like alcohol doing this to your skin, it also does that to your hair. But either way is incorrect, is what you're saying.
Right. It's misleading. And you can't, well, as Sandra, would say, you can't get into YouTube University and not explain things professionally. I would not conflate liquid alcohols with fatty alcohols and what they do on skin in a formula, because people don't put just straight alcohol on their skin unless they have a cut and they're trying to clean an injury, or they have an abrasion or something infected.
Let me bleed. That stuff burns.
So we don't do that. And it just said, if you really have a bad one, hydrogen peroxide will burn or it will tingle. But my point is that she said three things: skin, whatever it does to skin, but no one formulates hair care shampoos and sprays and sugars and things of that nature with rubbing alcohol. Those are fatty alcohols. She is correct. But all alcohols are vegan. That's number one. Number two, they don't do skincare and hair care don't ever get formulated. The formulations are different. And third, she said it doesn't absorb, it signals. And let me just say this. You don't get an over hyper accentuated sebaceous gland just because something is on the surface.
Well, what about your scalp? So like if you're using products that have that alcohol, isn't that kind of drying your scalp?
No one formulates hair care products. Cetyl alcohol are thickeners. They're foamers. They're not on your hair long enough. They're there to grab on to the molecule of dirt and waxy and other things and carry it down the sink. They're not on your surface of your scalp that long. They're not the liquid solvent evaporate. They don't have vapors like that. The fatty alcohols don't do that. Hair and skin are formulated different. Skincare products are to make your hair fatty and slick. You need alcohols to do that.
I'm messed up. I'm about to go home. Y'all do this podcast by your dango self. I don't even know what to say. Okay.
And to make her propaganda work, she went to skin. She went to her face. Why did you go to your face and you switch it and make us think that what you shouldn't put on your face?
I thought she was just trying to show that.
No. Skincare, hair care are not the same industry. They don't do the things the same way. They don't use the same things for the same reasons. And maybe she doesn't know that. I don't know. But it is malfeasant on her part, because she is putting this out on, and she's saying it. And I think she hates alcohol so bad that she wants to make her point about natural. Don't realize that all alcohols are natural.
Well, she ain't the only one. So Sandra is thank you so much, Sandra, because I'm so in class, I'm forgetting my job. Sandra is asking everybody if you guys could please take a moment to do this. When that little commercial, I'm back here sipping on some syrup because I'm just messed up. So we hear a lot of this right here. So here we go. Here's another one, guys.
Alcohol. Why is it used? Alcohols are actually used as thickening agents in shampoo. Some common names for alcohol are ethanol, SD alcohol, denatured alcohol, propanol, propyl glycol, and isopropyl alcohol. The reason why you want to avoid it is because it can cause your hair to be extremely dry and can make your hair brittle. So if you have already brittle hair, it could be because you're using a product that has alcohol in it, or you may just want to avoid it to make the situation worse.
Ain't nobody
nobody got time for that.
Yet again, he gave it up. It is amazing. So amazing. There is a branch of alcohols that will vaporize quickly because they're not water and they're not oils, and water evaporates slower than alcohols, and then oils evaporate slower than or at all than water. But at not one point does hair care formulate a product from liquid, solvent, watery, fermented alcohols. That is not what they're there for. Now, it is peculiar that Danny would mention that aftershaves, because though that is a thinning agent, but you also have the other ingredients in there to what? Foam it, make it foam. And that is your other subsequent ingredients. But those are not designed to and the drying is not the fact that it is drying it from the inside, because I already told you that hair is it's hydrophobic, and it's not doing what. I don't know who is teaching them chemistry.
I'm so guilty. I hope my customers don't leave me, y'all. Because, okay, I can't even talk. Somebody take over.
And let me just say this: as much oil as black people use, black folks is walking around drippier than anybody ever had a curl these days, and they swear it's just bad education. It's just bad education. And he was a barber. He was a professional. That is the sad thing. And that he can't fight his way out of a paper bag as a license holder. And that just goes to show you, I don't know if they're not teaching chemistry. Maybe we need to conclude that in the bill. God damn. I mean, it's not hard to miss, because you guys just figured it out just now on the podcast. The fatty alcohols are made to make things thick and creamy and glide and smooth and all of that. They're not made to have an You've never had a shampoo that sat on a table that wasn't there the next morning. What are you guys talking about? It didn't evaporate because it had some alcohol in it. Please make sure that estheticians, facialists, and skincare professionals, they not with the hair care world. They don't know about the formulation in hair care products. Skincare products, well, we can then talk about it. And shaving and cleaning, because at the end of the day, y'all don't complain when them barbers and the hairstylists be using those hand sanitizers. What do you think is in hand sanitizer? And then they say, oh, but this is a moisturizing hand sanitizer. It doesn't make your hands dry. Oh my God. You understand what I'm saying? And then if you use you want certain things to work. So you don't say that, oh man, this alcohol, this hairspray didn't even hold. It made my hair oily. They're designed to freaking hold. They're designed to work. Then when you want to comb and restyle your hair, you spray it with a little silicone, a little gloss and a little oil, and then you restyle it. I mean, come on. These things are supposed to be styling aids. We don't necessarily have to have, we ain't trying to be Miss Natural USA or Miss Natural Universe of the Year. We trying to style hair, for God's sake.
Okay.
Right?
We are. I can't even say nothing. I'm just, anywho. So here is Danny has a question. Does the fermentation process activate certain qualities that are previous dormant in the original source from which they're taken.
Okay, does the fermentation process activate prior qualities that are actually in the corn, the plum, the grape, the coconut, the palm oil? You know, like you would eat that stuff, right? The fermentation process is the philosopher's stone. It is making the molecules less than or more than. Go down, you're getting to large molecules. Go up, you're getting to very small molecules. But it doesn't change. It doesn't change what they do. It only changes what purpose you use them for. Does that make sense? Because let's say if I want to make wine, all alcohols are wines. You're gonna get a color. All alcohols come from a plant source or a grape or fruit, right? But you're only changing its molecule composition. You're not changing that. You're awakening some evil. Ooh. You're not. It doesn't work like that. I know that is strange the way I said that, but I will say that I don't know what's going on with Miss Key Lolo, and tell her when she comes back, she got stuck with the bottle. But no, it does not activate any harmful qualities. It just means that it changes its purpose, if that makes sense. What is going on with Key Lolo? What is going on? I can't see the chat actually, y'all. If you guys have any more questions, and before Miss Key Lolo comes back, Danny, did I answer your question, or does that make sense to anyone? Because I rarely look at the chat, guys. Well, there she goes. Yeah, you got stuck like this with the bottle.
A word. So, okay. So,
yeah, ferment, and I think Naya Kobe, she's right. Fermentation gets all of the ester. We were talking about wine and spirits. Gets all the spirits and all of the back molecules. The fermentation process, it brings all the back, all the ones that are macro. It brings it into the micro, and then you start seeing the spirit. You get the fermentation. Then it's when you get the sugar, right? And then you start using that in the thin fermented sugars, aka alcohols. They're used for surface solvents, thinning things out. They're used for thinning things out. And that is the one that we call methyl, methyl, isopropyl. And those are just different movements of molecules. They're just used for different reasons. But
wow. I feel like ain't no such thing as halfway cooked.
Well, and let me just answer here, Savant. You're using it every day. In fact, the greatest medicine is an alcohol. There is one alcohol that you can eat that everybody tells you to eat, and it's called what? It is the most healthiest thing to eat ever.
All right, let's see, everybody.
Okay, can you guys guess what it is?
That we eat every day?
Well, you should.
We should. Okay, I'm going to drop in the chat. Hold on. Let me drop in the chat. She said we should eat this every day. So I'm going to go in the chat and I'm going to drop this right here, APP. Okay.
What you say?
I say apple.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else? Hey, here's the vodka. That's what I'm talking about. Vodka. So she says something that we eat every day. Repeat that again, Cheryl.
We're just gonna cut to the chase. Okay. And Ladosha was going in the right direction. The number one most healthiest alcohol is called apple cider vinegar.
Ah, Danny said that. He did. Let me go find it. Oh, Valerie. What's up, Valerie? Grapes. Okay. Danny did.
And that's why they tell you, right? They tell you because your body's chemistry. That's who you are. Like vinegar. And apple cider vinegar is one type of original fermentation source. Grapes, Concord grapes, plum. You know what I mean? And so this is how we get messed up. When I want to go to the bathroom, or you want to keep your digestive tract and everything flowing, right? You eat a prune, but a prune is a plum. And then a raisin is a grape. And so sometimes we fall victim because of the English language is so codified. It'll have the same goddamn name for a dried up grape. Me and you will say, oh, them grapes are dried up. Oh, no, those are raisins. No, they dried up grapes. Yeah, technically. But let's call them a different thing so I can further confuse you. You know, that's how chemistry works. But yeah. And then when it's full of the liquid, you ferment it and then you get the alcohol. And then once the alcohol gets unsweetened, the sugar is what? Evaporated. Once more, vinegar. And then it goes up again. Yeah. And that's the way nature, because nature is always starts from that nucleus, and then it has different subsequent levels. And then
Go, Sandra.
You're instantly a troublemaker. I would have thrown your ass, Sandra, out of my class. Oh, and then a whole new fabulous word, kombucha. There you go again.
What's that?
There's Nia Kobe. Would you enlighten one?
What's kombucha? Okay, don't cook it up. I was hold on, kombucha. Oh, it's tea.
Well, kombucha is a process. It can be from ginger. It can be from watermelon. Oh, God.
Well, I am from the projects, so and I know we all from the projects. And people, I'm from the projects too, but I ain't as dumb as you. I was from another school. But I am. So let me just show the one last clip. Sandra, would you please put the raisins down? So here is another clip. Here we go. Where is she? Here we go. All right, here we go. One more on avoiding alcohol. Bad, bad, bad. Alcohol is bad.
I say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
So what about ethanol? I mean, that's one that you hear a lot that ethanol is,
Hmm. I think we had that conversation. Ethanol. Come on, don't cook it up.
okay, hold on. Let me look it up, y'all. Ethanol. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna go ahead on. Don't cook it up. Ethanol. Here we go, right here. Uh, okay, let me go back here. So here, let me just show you guys. Present. Share the screen. All right, so here we go. Ethanol. Okay, ethanol is a renewable fuel made from various plant material. Oh, okay. It's alcohol and
Corn, hops, which makes beer.
let's see if we got some images. Oh, there it is.
There's the boogeyman.
Corn. How? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ethanol. Oh, look at this right here. Oh, look at that, Shaniqua. Girl. Oh my Lord Jesus. Oh my goodness. So
And then you can and then you can go down, then you can go up one more level, right? Right? You can go up one more level and then you get to ethylene.
that's
That
my
means
cousin.
that,
That's my
right.
auntie from down south. Ethylene. Ethylene. Maybelline. Ethylene. No, okay.
No, that's ethyl. Can I have some ethyl?
So
That's gas.
ethylene.
But you're starting getting into your industrial um alkalins and gases and things. Those are usually used for industrial. They're not appropriate for cosmetic, and they're not appropriate for skincare and things of that nature. But their sources are vegan.
So splitting these molecules is just giving us the opportunity to do everything
That's
safely.
why, right. And that's why the chemistry and the decomposing of the human flesh and the body, and it goes through a process. Your water separating from your blood, and the plasma separates, and it starts going through a process. That is why when you see a um a ripening, okay, because ripening is on its way to rottening, which means that the chemistry of the fruit is changing and they're getting thinner. And so that's when sometimes when you open up a spoilage, you'll go into milk base ripening and then spoilage. It'll start bubbling because it's giving off a gas. Okay. And so but nature has a process of
Well, what about? But doesn't it
very
like
thin
nature?
to the micro, which is you, and then when your body decomposes, it's going back up to the thin to the matter, volume, matter, what they call 2D, then 3D, then 4D, then 5D, and then you get. That is why most sea animals that are deeper in the ocean, 1 mile, 2 miles, it is so dark you can't see. So they don't have eyes and they don't have a skeleton. They don't have a skeleton. Most deep sea animals like squid, giant squid, they don't have a skeleton because the pressure is so hard. So when you go more up, skeletons, more sharks, and then they start having spines and gills. But that is the process of
Baby, I'm
that
just here to say that
matter to ether.
The hair oracle has motherfucking spoken, because I ain't never put that correlation together. The lower, the no skeletons, the higher, the more skeletons. This is
Because the pressure down there, that's why when you got into that ship that got lost, or that deep sea boat, that thing that happened like a year and a half ago, and they told them that pressure of the earth is so pressurized, you can't have a skeleton, and you don't need eyes because it's dark. And that's why you can't go down there with a swimmer. You have to go down there in a tank. And that's why you got to go up there in a tank, and you got to come down and go deep, deep, deep in a tank, because of the pressure and the polarizations. They're just too much on your body.
right. So what about alternatives? So all these alternatives. That's what I was gonna say. I know Cheryl. She going way deep. Like what's his name? So what about the dryness that we feel on our hair? Because that's what they talk about. Alcohol, like he said, it makes your hair dry. It makes your hair breaking. So what about that? Would that be a side effect? Would that not be the alcohol? Could that be something else that they're just blaming on it? Don't blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah, I know one thing, but y'all don't want to accept it.
All right, come on, Sandra. I know you already know it. Come on, Danny, hair savant. I get Sister Nia Kobe. She said she's no son, but we ain't gonna want to accept it about
Ain't
making
gonna
your hair
accept
dry.
Y'all know what it is.
Here you go, Cheryl.
Y'all ready?
She said we ready. Sandra said, tell us anyway.
Okay. Water. Y'all love that damn water. Shit be dry as a goddamn powder house. Shit be stiff. But y'all want to say it got to be something other than water. I love my water. Psh, 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 psh.
Oh, what the? Here we go. What the flying monkeys? I'm talking about everybody. Yeah, we wasn't.
They put water at the right hair savant. They put water on every damn thing. And soon as what? Y'all, that alcohol don't cause no ash. Water causes ash. Y'all don't even have to put no lotion. Be like, excuse, damn, and look at your ankles like crud and shit. They look like you got gray socks on.
Black and ashy, not from
Black
alcohol, but from water. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Well, and that is why cosmetologists, come on now, dogs. Come on now. We got to be smarter. And I know we want to blame everything else. Yeah. And wait a minute. They call me red. And I still look like I got some gray socks on if I don't put that lotion on. You can write your name. And all you did was come out the shower. Be like, damn. No alcohol, people. That's right. Write your whole name in there, right? And that is the deposits of the water.
So, well, y'all. Sandra, I am so shook tonight. I can't even think straight. So, all the bragging about your product being alcohol free. So get the right hair care product, because my hairspray doesn't have alcohol. I'm pseudo. I peed on myself.
at the end of the day, at least your cocoa butter, you know what I mean? It's going to wear and it's going to hit the elements, your socks and your pants. It's going to hit the elements and it's going to keep your skin. It's going to keep your skin on the surface lubricated. It has nothing to do with moisturization. You ain't got no problem in your dermis. You got a problem on that epidermis. And the cocoa butter is going to take care of that lubrication and make it look like the color of your skin. I get it. But the cocoa butter is not dealing with your skin. The cocoa butter is dealing with the minerals in the water. That's what it's erasing. It's not doing anything to your skin.
Well, what about this?
And what about
I know when I use Vaseline, I be looking.
That's because lotion doesn't have oil in it. But Vaseline, y'all swear, don't say Vaseline around natural hair care folks, because Vaseline, that's mineral oil. All of that shit is natural. Vaseline is natural. It's petroleum. But we stopped using that and went to them damn hard ass, stinking ass, old ass, dried up ass shea butter they be selling at them farmers markets. Okay, come on, black folk. Y'all better get your shit together. Get it together. Stop being dumb.
I was not a good host. That wasn't a good host. I dropped the ball.
I understand y'all like shea butter and all that, but that damn shea butter shit, man. I never forget one of my friends he put that shea butter on it and walked back in her bathroom, and then all of a sudden I heard boom, da boom, da boom, boom, boom. I said, God damn, you all right? Oh, it's so slippery. That shit ain't never happened no Vaseline, y'all. And just think about it. We have been on the planet so long, and we still can't get our shit together with these damn chemistry. Shit.
Oh. Lord of mercy. Oh, Lord. Okay. Y'all see my makeup? It's all gone now.
That's right. Your mom used to put that Vaseline on your leg so damn quick. You know what I mean? I know I ain't right here, Savant, but God damn it, my people. Come on now. You act like the oldest people on the planet. Damn, come on.
Oh, wait.
Don't let Madison Avenue just turn your nose around and buy you all kind of shit. Then black folks be talking about this or that and this and that and this and that. Because then they'll have you end up doing something dumb and stupid.
She said,
Sandra be looking like a...
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. And why did your ancestors used to put Vaseline and wheel oil and big Crisco and all that animal? Why did they used to put that on your skin? Because white folks was in the big house getting bit up, ate up, and ate up, and stung, and talking about, oh, come on over here, Kizzy. Help me out. Help me out. Because the slave knew damn well had some damn sense to put a barrier between their skin and the damn fabric. And the black woman had to be like, come on over here, Missy, with your dumb ass. Get on over here. All bit up, red, and swollen and shit. You know what I mean? And then, then you took your great grandmama to get her shit together. No, you're supposed to go to bed, put some oil, baby. And let me see them little low, thin ass legs. Come on over here. Put some socks on and you'll be all right in the morning. Oh my God, it worked. How did you know? Because my ass is in the slave house.
Oh boy. Well, okay.
Who running from the belt?
So Canadian Beauty says, so what should we use now? I was going to talk about shea butter for next week. That was going to be the topic. Um,
Okay.
but anywho, so she says, so what should be used on? We kind of digress a little bit, but anywho. I'm with you, Judy. I'll wait. Because I got so much shea butter. Ooh, y'all don't want to know. I'm gonna bring out all
Wait
my.
a minute. Who said that the white kids thought we were sweating because of the Vaseline? Y'all so
We being so bad
that's
tonight.
okay, but that's okay. That's okay. No matter, baby. That's why our skin looks always nicer than anybody else's. And let me just say this. As long as you guys understand the choice of, and we're going to get into that, and that is one of the reasons why when I do my cosmetic couture and I teach cosmetic couture, and I like salons to start having their own beauty supply, which has their clients pay and buy, and have them make their own products for their clientele, because we're going to have to become designers, just like in the fashion world, and become the professionals and the proprietary and the purveyors of good cosmetic chemistry. So, but if you're doing it trying to offset something that's wrong or water, you have to make sure that you're fighting the water and not dealing with marketing messages. Just know that your clothes are stiff, come out. All of these things, why you put fabric softener in them, you just know that the water is very dangerous. It's harmful because it's no longer pure. It's filled with and by law, your city has to clean the water and contract those things out. And it's actually a wonderful tour to go on your city municipal water for a tour and to see how they clean your city water, the water in your faucet, in your shower, and in your toilet, because they're all the same pipe.
I
So it's
think
very
I think I'm going to do that and see if they'll let me record it for the podcast. But my boss says, she says, yes, Vaseline heals and polishes the African American skin.
yes.
So y'all put that shea butter
It's
down.
called and it's called petrolate. Now you can formulate shea butter. Shea butter is meant to be formulated. It's not suitable out of the nut.
Okay, Sonia Salar said, Vaseline is good for covering up your face before you fight too.
You see, let me tell you something, all you people. See, y'all got so much blackness and so much colloquialism and culture and urban lore and folklore and urban legend. And sometimes that gets in the way of your common sense. Because once we start talking about the wonderful attributes of mineral oil, you can give an enema, you can actually swallow it. It's a stool. Most stool softeners, and for patients, are made with mineral oil. But I don't know how these things get a bad name. And it's because of propaganda, because they're trying to sell you something else. And when you go back into your great grandmothers and your grandmothers and your mothers' remedies and fathers and things, and they get on, you know what I mean, wanting to heal horses' hoofs, they don't use they not using no essential oil. They want to heal the cracks and heal hoofs and injuries and things of that nature. And whoo, yeah, we got a lot going on. So you got that, black background and slave plantation remedies that are just tried and true. They're
Okay.
I'm gonna think this is probably my favorite, most fun podcast out of
Yeah,
all.
you guys are absolutely wonderful. I see we got quite a few people in the chat.
Sulfur 8. Oh, Lord.
We're gonna get that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that, Sonia. We're gonna get to that. So here's what we're gonna do. I know we got a lot of people in the chat, watching, and we have a lot of people who we can't see in the chat. If the channel is growing, by the way, the channel is really growing, and you guys can really, really help us grow this platform even larger so we can reach more people. They can see the advocacy that we're doing via education and just some good old-fashioned reality therapy. That's William Glasser, MD. Anywho, hit that thumbs up button while you're at it, please, and don't forget to share the content. Next week, I was just going to talk about shea butter, but since the mineral oil kept coming up, I'll do some stuff on shea butter versus mineral oil. So we're going to do that. And then Sonia, after that, we're going to come back with your topic of sulfur 8. I think we could get a wonderful podcast on sulfur 8 alone. So we'll do sulfur 8 and Sonia's sulfur 8 is what we're going to call that one. So that's what we're going to have. Also, don't forget, let me find a little video here because we are going to we're going to be showing you guys just some little snippets of some of our trailers that we were trying to kind of put out there, for the documentary. So what I'm going to do is let's see if I can get this one to let's see here, Cheryl. How do I do this here? Hold on, wait a minute. Play that here. Pause. Let me see. I'm trying to find it here. Hold on 1 second. Let me go to YouTube. Thought I had it pulled up, but I think I pulled it out. Hold on 1 second here.
She had too much fun. She had too much fun today, guys.
Here we go. Oh no. Let's see. Okay, it's not letting me quite do it. Try it here.
I can hear a little boozy.
What'd you say?
I can hear a little boozy.
Yeah, I was trying to. There it is. Okay, I was hitting the wrong button as usual. All right, all right. So here we go, guys. Let's show you just a little bit of the teasers that we were trying to do for the documentary, which, by the way, don't forget to save the date for Tuesday, December the 5th. It's a 1-year anniversary. So I'm just going to show a snippet of a little teaser that I have put together for the narrative. So here we go here. Let's show a little bit. All right. There it is. Here we go.
All righty. Share the full screen.
It's kind of bittersweet. They honestly didn't teach a lot. They teach a fail-safe structure on how to cut the human head. But they don't really specifically go into textured hair, curly hair. They pretty much tell you what to do, and then you just wing it from there, and you learn off trial and error.
Governor DeWine recently signed a law that cuts back on licensing agreements and training for certain occupations. Critics say it could diminish the quality of work. Some are worried cosmetology licensing changes will be next.
There's a confusion about what to do with this curly, wavy, kinky, nappy, hookup, hate ya, don't ya, won't ya, whatever we call this beautiful head hair.
Cosmetology as an industry denied the Afro as a teaching, as in a cultural standard. So cosmetology missed the whole era.
I don't think school prepared me at all.
So, there you have it. That we were working with for the narrative. So as you can see, it's the plight of Afro hair where we are letting the truth be told. And I also just want to take a moment for some of you guys who are probably wondering, like, how did you and Cheryl really, get together and make this all, happen to where we're at today? So here is I did this, Cheryl. This is my first email. This would be, my inbox. This is how I was. This was July 11th, 7-11. You see that, guys? Greetings, Miss Morrow. I know you have no clue of who I am. And so here I am saying I'm a fan of her father's, and I apologize. I know I'm probably being out of line and blah, 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 blah. And so I'm upset about this lady who's taking her father's concept and she's making it, her own. Now, again, we're not blasting Miss Gina because she has a right to do whatever she wants to do. But I just wanted to show you guys that the story is really true, that there it is. I know you you see I put that up there, Cheryl. You have no clue of who I am, because I figured you were probably getting so much emails and inboxes. So before we wrap this up, can you just share with everybody, did you have a first thought when you read my my inbox? Like, did I seem kind of thirsty out here? Like, damn,
well, actually, what made it interesting was the fact that you knew where the formulation origin of the cream cold wave came from, and who infused the beauties, or is the father of basically the modern hair care era of multimillionaire and the billion-dollar status of what the world knows Black hair care to be. And I guess just your saying, now wait a minute, damn it. I mean, come on now, Gina Curl. All right, we appreciate what you're doing, but you were really wanting to set the record straight. And I knew that somehow you would be open to being your level of knowledge being expanded. So it was exciting for me too, because I don't usually get inbox like that. They just want to know something, but yours was different. You had a different passion. You came at it like a cosmetologist. I think that probably was it. And I'm so pro industry. I love instruments and structures and complexes that make Black people rich.
Wow. Well, so there you guys, you have it, what we're going to be doing as we build up to the actual watch party. So please save the date. I want everybody to be in the chat. Get your popcorn and bring your families around the screen so that we can watch the narrative. It's our 1-year anniversary. It's all about letting the truth be told, the plight of Afro hair. And we're just going to be showing snippets. There's a part 2 to that very long inbox message that I sent to her. So I'll be.
Oh yeah. It was long.
So I'll reveal part 2 of that. And I just want anybody out here who is watching this either during the live or post the live, I hope that email, that inbox rather, serves as a source of motivation and inspiration, that if there is something that you see that's going on, or maybe someone you want to meet and you just want to take your career to the next level, don't be afraid or be afraid. I was afraid to send it, but I sent it anyway because you never know. So here we are 2 years later, and I would definitely consider Cheryl like a sister to me, whether she likes it or not. I don't care.
Absolutely.
I just kind of bum rushed my way into the home, into the family, her mom, her dad, her sister, her niece. And I'm just very honored. And so this is a wonderful journey that we have been on, and you all have definitely made this journey worth our efforts because we never knew how this would be received. And so we just hope that you continue to partner with us as we help change the narrative, because this will evolve as we tell the story about this documentary centered around her father, the legendary Dr. Willie Morrow. So we will be back on Thursday over on Planet Pluto Pseudo. So you guys get into the mothership and blast on off over to Planet Pluto Pseudo. We're going to be talking about these silicones and dimethicones because we understand in our industry now nobody wants to put oil in their hair. I get that request all the time where people want their hair like pressed out, but do not put oil in my hair, and then they're anti-silicone. So we're going to kind of go through the silicone dimethicone a little bit more into details. So just remember that particular platform is really geared towards the professionals and the hair aficionados. So if you're a hair nerd, please come on over and join us, because that gets a little bit deeper. But over here on the dumbest that people say about black hair, it's definitely, for everybody who's just got so much, they just really want to know the truth. And so we thank you guys so very much. Cheryl, now that we know alcohol is good for our hair in any form, and that dryness that we feel is mostly from the water and not the alcohol itself, it's the water in the products. What's your last thoughts to us about using alcohol, or words to the wise about using alcohol or products that have alcohol, gels, hairsprays, shampoos, conditioners, spritz, pump it up, spritz, and all this good stuff?
Well, I think that cosmetologists are the best in terms of understanding how to do something and then how to undo it. So if you spray your hair, it is to work. It's called hold. But if you want to restyle it, a cosmetology knows that you must re-lubricate it with a form of oil, loosen up the stick, and then proceed to comb. But if you go in there and combing some hold and stiff hair, it's gonna break. So my point is that you have to use common sense. And so I want to also just address something that Hair Savant said. We have got to move so quick that curly hair, we are no longer the poster child for curly hair. You guys know that, right? You Google curly hair and you won't see a black face. Google has changed the algorithm. So you put in curly hair, you're going to see 90% white people, mixed racial people. You're not going to see Afro-centric people.
Let me just show that right quick. I don't think people.
So here's someone I wanted to. We are no longer now, even though we are the youngest, oldest, and youngest people on the planet.
Yes. Wow, who knew?
Okay.
Jesus.
But we're the most. We have what we call now. You think that woman in Paris was talking about the hair that's on the screen? No, she wasn't talking about that hair on the screen. She was talking about what we call black folks. But every black person on that screen has the curly hair trait that is akin to biracial textures. You will not see Afro texture, which is the mother of all curly hair. But you're going to get, that's what you're going to get. Even if you have a dark person on there, it's going to be a wavy kind of, So even that young lady to the far right, she's not going to be the poster child. And we've got to move fast because we are the people who has the master Afro curly hair gene that makes it possible for all other variants to exist. And so I just wanted to just hit that. So even though I know we have a lot of fun with these subjects, but the seriousness of it, this is our inheritance.
Wow.
And we've got to partake, rich ourselves first and second, and then send the sloppy thirds and fourths and fifths to our other racial brothers and sisters and share the wealth. because it is the golden goose that keeps on giving. And we just need to be the first proprietors of it.
All right.
That's all I gotta say, y'all.
Right, guys. So
And I am, and Miss Luana, I am a hair nerd, obviously. So, as we can see, right?
Yeah. So at the end of the day, don't blame it on the alcohol. Go ahead on and use your hairsprays, your hair gels, your spritz, your
As long as
shampoos,
you loosen them
your
up.
conditioners. It's all good. And as she said, they're all vegan. They're all from plants and coconuts, which I'm, wow, everything.
Now, the butane that makes it come out, that's a whole nother sort of situation. The aerosol, that's a whole nother conversation. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the original alcohol.
All right. Okay. So feel free to spray away. It's all good. We will see you Thursday over on Planet Pluto Pseudo. And you know what we say when we're always signing out, right? Save the date, right? December the 5th. And then don't forget, we're always talking about the professor is always talking about a whole lot of peace, a whole lot of love, and for sure a whole lot of hair. But check it out. If you ain't got it, you don't want it, you can't grow it, you can't stand it. You got bald patches and all these little pieces of stuff that you just, whatever. You know what we say? Don't even worry about all of that stuff, because all of that's beautiful too. And so are you. And we will be back on Thursday. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much, Sandra, Danny, LaWanda, Sister Nightcrawler, Judy, Sonia Salam, everybody in the chat. We appreciate you all so very much. Hair Savant, you must be there on Thursday, or else LaWanda's going to get you. And I think that's it, guys. You all are absolutely the best. And all of you people that's watching and you're not in the chat, come on and make a comment. We love to see you in the chat. Ain't that right, Miss Elmore? All right. Deuces, my good people. Y'all have a wonderful night.